UPSC Prelims 2026 is finally over. And I understand most of you are searching for answer keys. And some of you might be thinking, should we now prepare for 2027? Some of you might be very confident. कुछ के लिए एग्जाम अच्छा भी गया होगा, हालांकि क्वेश्चन पेपर तो टफ था, no doubt. But then there are different types of students, there are different type of circumstances and situations. Why we are making this video? This is not a noise making video. This is not a noise based analysis. In this analysis, I am going to be really clear and direct with all of you. What exactly is UPSC thinking? आखिर यूपीएससी क्वेश्चन पेपर को एकदम से अचानक से ऐसे कैसे चेंज कर सकता है? पैटर्न वाज कंप्लीटली चेंज्ड. एथिक्स के क्वेश्चन स्पॉट हुए यार. स्टेटमेंट वाइज क्वेश्चंस हैव चेंज्ड देयर फॉर्म. सो व्हाई इज ऑल ऑफ दिस हैपनिंग एंड देन हाउ टू नेविगेट? यहाँ पर बैठ के अरे ये क्वेश्चन, इसका ये आंसर, इसका ये एक्सप्लेनेशन, ये नहीं करना है. आई एम गोइंग टू हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंड फाइनली नाउ व्हाट टू डू, हाउ टू डू, एंड व्हाट इज यूपीएससी ऑल अबाउट नाउ. How UPSC is looking at subjects. आर्ट एंड कल्चर को तो छूता भी नहीं था यूपीएससी, और इस बार इतने क्वेश्चंस, हिस्ट्री से क्वेश्चंस देख लो कितने आए हैं. सो व्हाट इज दिस ऑल अबाउट? लेट्स एनालाइज, लेट्स डिकोड विद मी. लेट मी गो टू सुपर कलाम फर्स्ट. ठीक है, सी ऑन सुपर कलाम ऐप आल्सो द प्रीलिम्स 2026 आंसर की इज लाइव. ओके, सो यू कैन जस्ट ओपन द ऐप, चेक नाउ पे जस्ट क्लिक ऑन चेक नाउ and see the answer key is over here. Subject wise analysis and everything is on the app. Try to go through the link which I have given in the description box, or just install Super Kalam and you'll get the answer key. Chalo, first let us understand what are the subjects that I am going to analyze. I'll be analyzing polity, then art and culture, history and environment. Already economy has been analyzed, science and tech has been analyzed, geography has been analyzed. ठीक है? So we are going to cover polity. 16 questions were asked. We are going to cover history and culture. We are going to cover environment. Shockingly, this year, questions from polity, science and tech were less compared to other years. But questions from history and art and culture were a lot. And it was a big shocker for all of us, even myself as an educator, because since the last so many years that I have been analyzing prelims and I've been teaching for UPSC, I have seen consistently there's a number of questions from history and culture. Over a period of years, it was declining. But now suddenly there was a boom. Second thing that I noticed was, I'll show you the question as well. This is the question paper. Okay? Now look at the questions. Okay? Just look at the question. At first, you will think, oh, it's a long question. But the entire pattern has been changed. Look at it very carefully. They are giving you two statements. Now they are saying which of the following information support or supports the above statements. They are giving you statements or assertions. Then they are giving you options which support those statements or assertions. Then they are asking you to choose. That means speed practice has to be increased. Speed has to be increased while solving questions. That means that your brain should analyze things on a faster note, which means real culture has to come down, which means UPSC is now testing your attention span. आपका attention span test हो रहा है. This is how any PYQ should be analyzed. I'm just telling you what UPSC is looking at in a civil servant now. This exam now requires the following things from all of you. What? I'm going to tell you. And UPSC is looking at you. UPSC is going to look at your attention span. Because it is not your fault. Why? Because of the real culture, because of shorts, because of, short movies, short content, short form content. What has happened? Our attention span has drastically come down. और ये हो रहा है, सबके साथ हो रहा है, मेरे साथ भी काफी हुआ है. I consciously try to, bring down my screen time. My phone is utilized only for office work. Then for social media and everything, I keep 30 minutes every day just for social media, just 30 minutes. Those students who say we are preparing for prelims, once prelims is cleared or once the syllabus is over, then we'll start preparing for mains. Please wake up. I'm talking to all of you. Please wake up. Only 1% students are combining both prelims and mains preparation together. Most of these students, majority of these students, what are they doing? They think prelims and mains are separate. चलो, I'll show you an example. You guys don't believe me ना? आप लोग believe कहाँ करते हो जब तक आपको example ना दिखे screen पर आपके, right? Over here, look at this question. Ethics based question. Mr. X, a senior officer, was overseeing a critical vaccination program. And then they are asking which one among the following principles of public administration was demonstrated by Mr. X's actions. Question was easy, but it is of ethics nature. GS paper 4 nature ka hai. Why? But this question has been asked so that whatever negative news now it's coming up with respect to certain bureaucrats, the future civil servants should focus on ethics, should focus on strengthening their character, their morals, their principles, their values. How will they be able to do that? Only when they study ethics right from the foundation. I am not saying prelim syllabus has changed. No. Just 2-3 questions UPSC was throwing at you this year so that you understand, just to knock over your consciousness and conscience. You see, these are the characters that we want, that these are the characteristics that we want in you. क्वेश्चन बड़े बना दिए अटेंशन स्पैन चेक करने के लिए, क्वेश्चन को एथिक्स का फॉर्म दे दिया. अब समझे यूपीएससी क्या कर रहा है, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज यूपीएससी इज डूइंग. पेपर वाज टफ, इट वाज रियली टफ. आई गॉट पैनिक while going through the question paper. मुझे 5 मिनट के लिए for 5 minutes I was not able to understand what just happened this year. Let's just take a deep breath. Now I'm not going to sit here like a school teacher and make you cram the correct answer, the explanation, from which chapter this question was asked. नहीं, ये नहीं करने वाली हूँ. I'm going to give you a reality check with respect to each and every subject and each and every question, how this question tested you in which way. Are you ready? Please write down in the comment section ready, and then we'll start our class. जल्दी से लिख दो ready. So first I'm starting with history. History से शुरू करते हैं. Let's look at this particular question. Now this whatever questions have a new pattern this year, I'm going to mark them. ठीक है? For example, this question was based on the new pattern by UPSC. So I'm going to write over here new pattern. Look at this question very carefully. What is the pattern change which we can see this year? A statement has been given to you. Basically, it's an assertion. ठीक है? एक assertion statement है. In the Pleistocene period, either the Yamuna once flowed into the Indus or the Satluj flowed into the Yamuna, and one major tributary of either had shifted from the Ganga to the Indus or vice versa. A statement is given, you don't know anything about it because it's just an assertion statement given to you. Now what they are saying, which of the following is or are the basis of the above assertion? That means from where this particular statement or paragraph has been taken. What is the basis of this statement? Whatever you are saying, uska basis kya? You have to prove. Statement 1, the Nadi Sukta of Rig Veda. Statement 2, explorations of the Satluj and the Yamuna by Robert Bruce Foote. Statement 3, presence of same species of dolphins in both Indus and Ganga river system. In the Pleistocene period, either Yamuna once flowed to Indus or Satluj flowed into Yamuna, and there was one major tributary of either Yamuna or Satluj which had shifted from Ganga to the Indus or vice versa. कैसे प्रूव होगा ये? इस क्वेश्चन को कम से कम 3 बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा, तब जाकर आंसर समझ आएगा. You will not have that much time. Again, I told you na, attention span. This is being tested. In less time, how focused you can be. और आज के बाद जब हम पढ़ेंगे, if you are preparing for 2027 aspirants, anyone, let me know in the comment section. Just write 2027. I will know. My classes are going to change. The way I'm going to teach you, all of you, the way we are going to work on Super Kalam, everything is going to change. Because now we are going to make sure that your attention span increases. And we are going to go deeper into standard books as well. अब सिर्फ किताबों से नहीं, because UPSC has proved every teacher wrong. NCERT से क्वेश्चन नहीं आया, स्टैंडर्ड बुक से क्वेश्चन नहीं आया. जो सोर्स बुक्स हैं उनको डीपली पढ़ना पड़ेगा. But now you will wonder, man, but how can we remember all this? Don't worry. What are we teachers here for? एक सही गुरु कौन होता है? जो अपने बच्चे के लिए, अपने स्टूडेंट के लिए चीजों को सिंप्लीफाई कर सके, इजी बना सके, उसके लिए हम हैं। डोंट वरी। ओके। नति सूक्ता ऑफ ऋग्वेदा पढ़ा ही नहीं है, समझ ही नहीं आ रहा, इसको एलिमिनेट करें, नहीं करें, क्या करें? एक्सप्लोरेशंस ऑफ सतलज एंड यमुना बाय रॉबर्ट ब्रूस फूट। रॉबर्ट ब्रूस फूट का नाम ही नहीं सुना। सुना भी होगा कहीं मेमोरी में, सबकॉन्शियस में होगा, याद नहीं आ रहा। Now I tell you, give you first conceptual facts, because this question can only be solved through major conceptual understanding, major remembrance of facts. तो ये tough है question, it is in the category of tough. यहाँ पर मैं लिख देती हूँ, I'll write it down. This is wrong because Rig Veda talks about the Holocene era, and over here we are talking about the Pleistocene period. One can be eliminated, C can be eliminated. Explorations of Satluj and Yamuna by Robert Bruce Foote. He used to talk about Stone Age archaeology. Stone Age archaeology. तो यहाँ पर again ये this गलत हो गया. So second is eliminated. We are left with third. हमारे पास बचा ही third है option. Presence of same species of dolphins in both Indus and Ganga river system. If you have a very strong factual, if you know about Robert Brood Food or you know about Nadi Sutta थोड़ा थोड़ा, तब आप इसमें elimination method लगा सकते हो. टफ है क्वेश्चन, मैं आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू से अदरवाइज. ठीक है, इट इज टफ. पता नहीं यूपीएससी क्या सोच रहा था उस वक्त. सेकंड क्वेश्चन, व्हाट डज एन एम्प्टी सीट रिप्रेजेंट इन अर्ली बुद्धिस्ट आइकोनोग्राफी? मेडिटेशन ऑफ द बुद्धा, बुद्धास फर्स्ट सरमन, बुद्धास महान परिनिब्बाना, बुद्धास महाविनिष्क्रमना. अब यहाँ पर एक चीज याद रखो कि ये सब हमने पढ़े हैं एलिमेंट्स कल्चर में भी. करेक्ट आंसर ओवर हियर वुड बी, यहाँ पर आपका करेक्ट आंसर होगा ए, द मेडिटेशन ऑफ द बुद्धा. बिकॉज बुद्धास फर्स्ट sermon is shown by the symbol of wheel. Mahapariनिब्बाना, the symbol is stupa. Mahavinishkramana, the riderless horse. So we know the symbols of this. We have studied this in art and culture, even in NCERT, even in standard books. Correct answer is A. तो ये question जो था वो आपका easy की category में आता है, tough की category में नहीं आता. This was easy. Let's go to the third question. Which of the following pairs of ancient and modern names of rivers is or are correctly matched? ठीक है, अब again this was medium category. मैं easy ही बोलूंगी because in the standard books you have read it. Medieval history की जो standard books है ना, उसमें आपने ये पढ़ा. इवन इन एनसीईआरटीज यू हैव रेड इट. तास्ता ये झेलम रिवर का एंशिएंट नेम है, नॉट चेनाब. असिकनी चेनाब का है, नॉट झेलम. दिस इज करेक्टली मैच्ड. परुष्णी रवि रिवर, बिकॉज यहाँ पर बैटल ऑफ द 10 किंग्स लड़ा गया था, इफ यू रिमेम्बर राइट. बेस रिवर जो है ना, ये विपाशा, इसका एंशिएंट नाम विपाशा था, तो ये गलत है, नॉट यायावटी. Yayavati is an ancient river which is mentioned in Rig Veda. So this is also wrong. Correct answer over here would be, यहाँ पर correct answer आपका क्या होगा? It's C, right? So this was the correct answer. Again, I would say that it was medium. Why? Because not many students can remember Yayavati and Asikni, right? तो इसलिए मैं इसको medium ही बोलूंगी. But I would not say that it was out of syllabus. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Which of the following statements on Amravati Stupa and its relief sculpture is or are correct? Now this was an easy question, but not a lot of times a question is asked on Amravati Stupa. That is why ये थोड़ा सा tricky बन जाता है, because we skip it ना. The thinking, see, in the last few years questions have not been asked, so let's skip it this year. ये सोचकर काफी बच्चे छोड़ते हैं. That is why, however, they know about Amravati Stupa, but because their revision is not focused on Amravati Stupa, they must have revised only the architectural part, and that is why they were confused in this question. Look at the question. Direct question था, ऐसा भी नहीं था कि कोई नया pattern है. This was not a new pattern. Now it was on its relief sculpture. It was located in Lower Krishna Valley in India. It was next only to the Sanchi Stupa. Amravati school of sculpture made a lasting impact on later South Indian sculpture. करेक्ट आंसर. लेट्स एलिमिनेट फर्स्ट. पहले तो एलिमिनेट करते हैं, ठीक है. अमरावती स्तूपा को ना महाचैत्या बोला जाता है. इट इज नोन एज महाचैत्या. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट. सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज रॉन्ग बिकॉज इट वाज नॉट नेक्स्ट ओनली, इट वाज एक्चुअली लार्जर देन दी ग्रेट सांची स्तूपा, राइट. तो सेकंड गलत हो जाता है. सेकंड गलत है तो सी एंड डी विल बी एलिमिनेटेड. ठीक है. Now let's have a look at the third statement. Correct. Especially the Buddha statue at in Sri Lanka in Anuradhapura. तो यहाँ पर इसका काफी lasting impact रहा था even in Sri Lanka and Southeast Asia. So A will be eliminated. The correct answer would be B. So I'll mark the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Now look at this question. Which one of the following pairs of the king and his dynasty in early historical Tamilakam is or are not correctly matched? Usual pattern, कोई new pattern नहीं है इसमें. But again, it is a bit tricky. ये tricky है. Every year there is one or two question which is asked from South Indian history or South Indian literature. पूछा ही जाता है, ठीक है. This is asked. Sangam era, Sangam age. So these are the topics which are very important. Now that we have realized in the last few years how one or two questions are, repeatedly coming from the Sangam age, we need to, prepare ourselves. So I would say it was tricky from the retention perspective, but it was expected. ये question expected था. This was expected from my end. Pair 1 is correctly matched. Senguttu 1 is also known as Cheran Senguttu 1. ठीक है, और it is also known as the Red Chera because Senguttu 1 was a very prominent ruler of the Chera dynasty. ये तो correct है. Pair 2 incorrectly matched है because it belonged to the Chera dynasty. But what are they asking us? They are asking which of the above, यहाँ पर देखो, is not correctly matched. First is correctly matched, तो A हटा दो, यहाँ पर C हटा दो. Second is incorrectly matched because Udayanjiran was not from the Chola Empire, it was from the Chera Empire. तो D2 second incorrectly matched. तो D हट गया हमारे पास, automatically we are left with the answer B. ठीक है, that is second. अगर हम थर्ड भी देखेंगे, ये भी करेक्ट है. पांड्या एम्पायर को, पांड्या डायनेस्टी को बिलोंग करते थे, ठीक है. So we are left with B. Now here many students committed the mistake of not reading note. ये काफी बार होता है और ये काफी सालों से हो रहा है. It is not a new thing. It has been happening since ages. So another important point, attention. Your focus is being tested. Not पढ़ना है आपको. That is why in mostly all of our test series related questions or any MCQ on Super Kalam, you will notice these kind of questions are heavily asked so that your practice can be strengthened. Then all the other questions in the top 5 questions that we practiced, they were not based on new pattern, but they were based on your basic understanding. That means your revision. Amravati Stupa, you have read about it. Sangam age, you have studied it. But how deeply have you studied it? Despite UPSC being asking question on it since the last so many years. Buddha's iconography, you have studied it, but how many times did you revise? Every year Buddhism questions are a must, right? In prelims, you would notice it. Then ancient rivers, medieval history, how many of you were sincerely revising medieval history, or how many of you left medieval history? That was being tested in the first 5 questions. अब आगे बढ़े, ठीक है. Just write down in the comment section first 5 questions were easy or tough for you. मुझे बता दो pause करके. I read each and every comment यार. I'm running this YouTube channel. I read your comments. I interact with students through comment section. Tell me in the comment section, the first 5 questions were easy or tough or medium. Tell me in the comment section. Now let's go on to the next set of 5 questions. अब यहाँ पर modern history you will notice, right? Let's have a look at this question. Why am I solving these questions with all of you? I know that you all have answer key by Super Kalam, but solving this question basically helps you understand how one thinks while solving the paper and how UPSC was thinking. ठीक है? To understand how UPSC thinks is, I guess, more important. Which of the following factors contributed to the formation of the forward bloc by Subhash Chandra Bose in 1939? This is, you can recognize this particular concept, right? Even in NCERT, even in standard book spectrum में आप ये recognize तो कर लोगे, but वही है. While in the exam hall, you must have recognized this. Oh, we have studied about forward bloc, Subhash Chandra Bose's contribution, etc. But to focus on this particular, concept in detail, that is a challenge. Here, what was missing when you were thinking like this? Your revision. And if you were not thinking like this, that means your concept, your not just conceptual understanding, but the revision was on par. Statement 1, Bose failed to win the confidence of Mahatma Gandhi, which is correct. In a lot of movies also we have seen it. Statement 2, Congress left was disunited and failed to support Bose. Second statement is also correct. Third statement, Communists did not support Bose in his endeavors. अरे ये तो गलत है पूरी तरीके से. Communists did support his radical approach. नाउ फोर्थ अब वही है, कांग्रेस, लेफ्ट, कम्युनिस्ट, ये टर्म्स आपने रिवाइज किए हो तब आप आराम से इसे आंसर कर सकते हो. Supporters of M.N. Roy तो we have studied about him in Lakshmikant also, and socialist leaders like Jay Prakash Narayan preferred Congress unity to supporting Bose, which is correct. This is also correct. So correct answer here would be, यहाँ पर मार्क करते हैं correct answer, it would be B. 1, 2 and 4 are correct. Now here again, revision plays a major role. This was, I would not say it was a tough question, it was fairly medium question. You could have answered if you had revised it. ये आप ये तो कर सकते थे. देखो अब इतना भी मुझे पता है बहुत टफ पेपर था इस बार, I understand, but this question was not that tough, right? आगे बढ़ते हैं. Consider the following statements regarding but again another important point, it was not a direct recall question. मैं ये easy तो मैंने बोला ही नहीं है. I have not said that this question is easy. For some this question might be easy, but for me, basically, this was a medium question which I am talking on behalf of a fair chunk of aspirants. Why? Because these lines, Congress left were disunited, failed to support Bose, communists did not support Bose. ये जो lines है ना, ये जो statements हैं, these statements basically show us in how in between the lines UPSC picks up and makes question. Next question, consider the following statements regarding British policy in Awadh. दिस इज ईजी. मैं इसको ईजी क्योंकि मैं इसको बहुत ईजिली सॉल्व कर पाई बिकॉज वी हैव रिवाइज्ड मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री सो मेनी टाइम्स एंड आई हैव टेकन क्लासेस सो मेनी टाइम्स कि ये तो डायरेक्ट मुझे पता है, ये डायरेक्ट बुक का क्वेश्चन है, राइट? सो इट वाज अ डायरेक्ट रिकॉल क्वेश्चन आई वुड से. अब यहाँ पर ना, इफ यू आर अ 2027 एस्पिरेंट, please make sure that you underline the terms which are asked. British policy in Awadh, annexation in 1856. These are the terms that you must study and revise and look after when you are reading the chapters. ठीक है? अब यहाँ पर what are we going to do? Let us read the statement, and there is no new pattern in this question. That's a normal pattern which has been direct multi-statement pattern है, you use किया है. Now, statement 1 is incorrect. It is saying talukdars were dispossessed of their estates but allowed to retain their arms and forts, which is wrong. Their forts were completely destroyed. Okay. Second statement is correct. So, summary revenue settlement was made in 1856, assuming that talukdars were outsiders. Interlopers बोला जाता था उनको, तो this is correct. Third statement says British believed in taking revenue directly from the peasants. ये तो बिल्कुल ही correct है statement. तो correct answer आपका यहाँ पर हो जाएगा A. 2 and 3 are correct. ठीक है, इसमें भी कोई trick नहीं था. There was no trick in this question. So next round of question में 6th and 7th were fairly doable, but again they look tough. Why? Because first of all, the statements which have been formed, they are formed in a way that basically reflects our revision. ठीक है, ये हमारे रिवीजन को रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं. हाउ वेल वी हैव रिवाइज्ड दीज टर्म्स, दीज कॉन्सेप्ट्स. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट. ठीक है, दैट व्हेन यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर यूपीएससी एवरी वीकेंड, सैटरडे एंड संडे, प्लीज मेक श्योर यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग इट इन स्टडिंग नॉट इन समथिंग न्यू बट रिवाइजिंग. ठीक है, जो आपके पास, जो आपने पढ़ा मंडे से फ्राइडे, जस्ट रिवाइज इट ऑन सैटरडे संडे, दैट्स इट. नथिंग एल्स इज रिक्वायर्ड. ठीक है, अब ये आता है एक नया पैटर्न का क्वेश्चन. इसको मैं कर लेती हूँ. Yes, I'll write over here with my pen new pattern. All right. अब यहाँ पर देखो, why new pattern? Again वही philosophy है. Assertion दिया है and they are writing which statement supports this assertion. Assertion is genesis of political alliances based on community lay in the very nature of Montagu Chelmsford reforms in 1919. Now here look at this question very carefully. Reforms retained and extended the principle of separate electorates. Correct. Separate electorates were supposed to counter Indian nationalism. Correct. Deprived classes rallied around the favors inherent in separate electorates, which is also correct. D is the correct answer. But look at the assertion statement. पढ़ा तो हमने ये सब है, but इसका basis कौन सा statement form कर रहा है? That is the trick. That is the twist. Genesis of political alliance based on community lay in the very nature of Montagu Chelmsford reforms. It was easy, but if a person is giving this exam in at such temperature, you have to understand that reading this question and then हम the first 5 questions were already mind-boggling, right? Already new pattern in the first question itself was introduced. So when we come to the 8th question, our mind thinks there is some trick here. So you have to first understand patience, a calm head, and focus and attention are the key in this UPSC's prelims question paper, in this year's specifically question paper. मैं बार बार ये बोल रही हूँ, these kind of assertion statements were direct. बहुत आराम से देखो हमने आंसर किया because direct from the book it has been taken. But the statement has been formed in such a way that you have to pay attention while reading it. ठीक है? ये देखो, Pandit Mallikarjun Mansur, the famous classical singer from Karnataka, represented which gharana? It is Jaipur Atroli Gharana. But यहाँ पर this question was tough. Not very easily you can find it in your standard books and NCERTs. Tough था ये question. Many students, they, very cleverly skipped this question, which was the right decision. क्यों negative marking फालतू में attract करें, right? And then ये आ गया क्षेत्र पानी वाला क्वेश्चन, अगेन टफ. तो यहाँ पर भी बाउंसर्स आ गए हैं, मिस्ट्रेस ऑफ द फील्ड. कहाँ से? अब ये स्टैंडर्ड टेक्स्ट बुक से थोड़ी आया है, एनसीईआरटीज में थोड़ी मिलेगा ये क्वेश्चन, राइट? एंड करेक्ट आंसर इन दिस केस इज अथर्ववेदा. This is something that I, empathize with all of you. I understand. I have no answers myself. मेरे पास भी आंसर नहीं है. अगर मैं बोलूँ ओ नहीं नहीं आप गलत हो, इस किताब से आया तो था, डायरेक्ट यहाँ से है, ये देखो मेरे नोट्स में है तो सही, पढ़ाया तो था, नहीं मैं ये सब नहीं बोलूँगी. I won't say this. I am a teacher. And honesty, being honest and understanding what you are going through is my priority, is my responsibility. So UPSC is making the question a little bit tough, but that does not mean that there is no respite. That does not mean ki I think cutoff is going to go very low, but that does not mean that we can't do anything about it. There is no solution now. ऐसा नहीं है. अब जब समझ आ गया ना UPSC किस लेवल पे जाने के लिए रेडी हो गया है, after all these news and everything which is going on, now we have understood at what level, what extent UPSC can go to filter out the serious students, or not just to filter out serious students. We all are serious, but to, grind you. Then I am also ready to grind with all of you. I am also ready to go to that level to make, your concepts, the topics, the depth of the topic so simple that you guys, you don't feel like UPSC, preparing for UPSC is a very big challenge. ऐसा मैं अब होने नहीं दूंगी. Why? Because now I have understood to which extent this exam can go to. So now I have compiled the topics. ठीक है, for all of you. Let us understand what were the topics which were asked across different parts of history and culture. Art and culture, classical music घरानास, raga similarities. यहाँ पर देखो, which one of the following Carnatic music ragas is similar to, here Carnatic music, we have studied that, right, in standard books. Raga standard books में पढ़ा है, is similar to raga Bilavan. This was tricky. अब ये वाला area थोड़ा सा tricky था, तो this was a tough question I would say. ठीक है, राग बिलावन टफ है. इन हिंदुस्तानी म्यूजिक, हम हिंदुस्तानी म्यूजिक पढ़ते हैं, वी स्टडी कार्नाटिक म्यूजिक, डिफरेंस बिटवीन हिंदुस्तानी एंड कार्नाटिक म्यूजिक, सम स्कूल्स ऑफ क्लासिकल म्यूजिक एंड हिंदुस्तानी म्यूजिक एंड सर्टन रागास. बट राग बिलावल से सिमिलर कौन सा राग है कार्नाटिक म्यूजिक में एंड राग बिलावल इन हिंदुस्तानी म्यूजिक? दिस बेसिकली इज टफ. ठीक है, बाउंसर क्वेश्चन था. नट भैरवी, कामावर्धिनी, हनुमतोदी, धीरा शंकरा भरणम. करेक्ट आंसर ओवर हियर, करेक्ट आंसर क्या है यहाँ पर? टी इज द करेक्ट आंसर, बट इट वॉज नॉट ईजी टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन, राइट? बेसिकली आप डायरेक्टली इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते थे. सो अगेन टफ, राइट? सो ओवर हियर वी हैड क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम क्लासिकल म्यूजिक घरानास, टेम्पल आर्किटेक्चर. ठीक है, हमने पढ़ा था स्तूपा के बारे में, अमरावती केव पेंटिंग्स के ऊपर क्वेश्चन था. तो ओवर हियर यू विल सी, आई विल शो यू द क्वेश्चन ऑन केव पेंटिंग्स. ठीक है, ये देखो यहाँ पर, दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. द हली साल्यस्य पेंटिंग, बाग केव्स वी स्टडी. अगेन दिस इज अ टफ क्वेश्चन, ये भी टफ है. बाग केव्स आप पढ़ते हो, बट इन दोज बाग केव्स स्पेसिफिक पेंटिंग्स दे वर आस्क्ड. So basically it is, अब ये मत बोलना कि मैम we hadn't studied this, so this is tough, ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए था, this and that. The point is that now what? What is UPSC is shifting towards? UPSC is shifting towards depth. अब तो डेप्थ में यूपीएससी जा रहा है. दिस आई वुड ऑल्सो से बिकॉज इन द सिलेबस इट इज मेंशन ऑन यूपीएससी's notification that you don't have to go into deeper. General basic understanding should be there of the subjects. But what is this? क्या है ये जनरल बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग तो नहीं है. This is a deep stuff. This is not general basic understanding. This indeed is a deep stuff. Okay. So over here, the correct answer in this question, the correct answer here is A. A joyous folk dance. That is the correct answer. So यहाँ पर again the next aspect that cave paintings, temple architecture, dance forms ये सब पूछा गया है. Now when we go to ancient history, Buddhism, Jainism तो हमने देख लिया. How they have asked question on Buddhism, Jainism, right? We have seen in modern history Bose versus Congress का conflict के ऊपर question आ गया है. Montague Chelmsford reforms, a certain based topic which statement which was given that we studied. Awadh annexation हमने पढ़ा, right? But these are topics that you must have studied. But the way UPSC has asked question, now that becomes a bit tricky. ये topics तो हमने सब पढ़े हैं. Harappan civilization we have studied it. Classical music we have studied it. But even in these subjects, these topics, the depth that UPSC is tested, you have to go deeper this time. इसका एक screenshot ले लो. Please take a screenshot of this because at least you should know what is the theme that UPSC is targeting. Okay. Now let's go to history. हमने देख लिया, ancient history देख लिया. Over here, see in modern history, Eka movement, Bardoli Satyagraha. We have studied Eka movement. वैसे ये PYQ में आ चुका है. But the kind of statements they have asked, these are analytical based statements. Eka movement was throughout supported, organized. Basically, you don't just have to remember now what was this Eka movement, in which year it was launched, and who were the leaders. अब ये तीन aspects से history नहीं पढ़नी. They have shown us how they are going to look at history now, right? Comparison of movements to contemporary movements, comparison of those contemporary movements and the why and logic behind those movements they are asking. ये पूछा जा रहा है, ये हिट किया जा रहा है. ठीक है. Already geography, science and tech, in economy they have been, and even in geography, world, India, physical geography, everything has been decoded by Navneet sir and Gaurav sir. But हिस्ट्री वॉज माइंड बॉगलिंग. मेरा तो दिमाग पूरा घूम गया हिस्ट्री देखकर. नाउ लेट्स गो टू पॉलिटी. पॉलिटी को एनालाइज कर लेते हैं. सो इवन इफ वी लुक एट पॉलिटी, हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस वर आस्क्ड? 16 क्वेश्चंस के अराउंड पॉलिटी में पूछे गए थे. लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट द काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस व्हिच वर आस्क्ड इन पॉलिटी. आई विल टेक अप द क्वेश्चन, वन ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस, एंड आई विल शो यू द काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. ये देखो, इंटरपोल के ऊपर तो पहले भी क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. तो अगेन ये रिपीटेड थीम है. This is a repeated theme on Interpol. Okay, but silver notice, blue notice, black notice, green notice, tricky है भाई ये question. ऐसे हर कोई नहीं अंदाजा लगा सकता. This is very tricky, very very tricky. Which one of the following statement in relation to Nirantar, National Institute for Research and Application of Natural Resource? Tricky, very tricky question. बहुत बहुत tricky questions पूछे गए हैं. और देख लेते हैं, ठीक है. इसमें और जाएंगे डिटेल में, डीप जाएंगे. वैसे तो सब्जेक्ट वाइज आई एम गोइंग टू एनालाइज, नॉट जस्ट सॉल्व बट सॉल्व दीज टॉपिक्स ऑल्सो. आई एम गोइंग टू डू दैट सब्जेक्ट वाइज इन द कमिंग डेज. बट दिस इज माई रिएक्शन. ये रिएक्शन है जो मैं आपको दे रही हूँ कि दिस इज even mind boggling for me as an educator who has been teaching since the last 11 years, and this pattern, this is something new for even me. मेरे लिए भी ये बहुत नया है. See over here, ethics based question. Mr. X is a mid-level civil service official working in the urban development department of major city. Recently, she was, Miss X. Recently, she was involved in approving a contract for a public infrastructure project, a new community park. During approval process, she received a piece of confidential information indicating that one of the shortlisted person had a history of poor workmanship and allegation of corruption in other cities, though nothing had been legally proven. Head of department Mr. Y advised her not to disclose this information to the project committee or public because it could delay the project and damage city's reputation. However, Ms. X believed that withholding such information compromised transparency and public trust. UPSC is testing your conscience. What amongst the following should Ms. X do now? Immediately disclose the information to the project committee and the public? recommend removing the contractor from shortlist to protect project's integrity, propose a limited disclosure confidential from the public for the time being. अब आपको सेलेक्ट करना है यहाँ पर. एक तो ये एथिक बेस्ड क्वेश्चन था और जीरो FIR के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ गया. FIR हैज बीन इन न्यूज अ लॉट एंड दे हैव आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन अबाउट जीरो FIR. जीरो FIR निर्भया के केस के टाइम से न्यूज में है, बाय द वे. Okay, so that again, your attention, how strong your attention is, that is being tested over here. Over here, look at this question. अब ये ना मैं why I was trying to show you polity based question, because this is something that is going to test you. Consider the following statements with reference to the Constitution of India. There is no article in the Constitution of India that specifies that the Constitution of India will be officially called the Constitution of India. Second, there is no article in the Constitution of India that specifies that Indian Independence Act 1947 and GOI 1935 stand repealed. Look at the clarity and look at the attention to detail it wants from every student. अब ऐसे पढ़ने के लिए बोल रहा है नए सेट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स को यूपीएससी. ये आपसे एक्सपेक्ट यूपीएससी कर रहा था इस अटेम्प्ट में. There is no article in the Constitution of India that mentions 26th Jan 1950 as the date of commencement. This UPSC is testing how many of us crammed the polity chapter on historical background of Constitution and significant other next 4 chapters. UPSC is testing kitnों ने रट्टा, and UPSC is testing how many of you observed and understood. Question का framing देखो. This is new pattern of question. Okay, which one of the following conclusions based on the above statements is correct? अब conclusion पूछ रहा है, कौन सा conclusion इन statements के basis पे correct है. अब statement 1 is incorrect. ये गलत है statement. Article 393 explicitly specifies the short title Constitution of India. ठीक है. स्टेटमेंट नंबर 2 इज इनकरेक्ट अगेन. आर्टिकल यहां पर आ जाता है 395. देन थर्ड स्टेटमेंट अगेन इट इज इनकरेक्ट. यहां पर आर्टिकल 394 आता है. सो करेक्ट आंसर वुड बी देयर इज नो करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. बट आपने ऊपर के स्टेटमेंट देखकर मेजॉरिटी स्टूडेंट्स वुड हैव थॉट, ओ दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी डोंट नो, वी मिस्ड इट. कुछ तो गड़बड़ कर दी पढ़ने में, मिस कर दिया कुछ तो. थर्ड स्टेटमेंट तो चलो फिर भी आपको पता ही होगी, राइट. सी द लैंग्वेज, इजी क्वेश्चन है, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है, बट कितना ट्रिकी बना दिया इस क्वेश्चन को कि यार माइंड और ब्रेन गॉट बोबल्ड. समझ रहे हो ये बात, हाउ दे आर फ्रेमिंग क्वेश्चन. ओ गॉड, दे आर, ये तो बहुत ही इंटरपोल लेवल के क्वेश्चन पूछ लिए. 83rd क्वेश्चन देखो. कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स इन रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आस्क्ड बाय. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है, ये काफी बार पूछा जाता है. स्टार क्वेश्चन इन इवन इन PYQs these kind of questions have been asked, but not in this way. This is a new pattern. Questions asked by MP, ये इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चंस आए हैं, बट ये अगेन न्यू पैटर्न है. ठीक है, दिस इज अगेन अ न्यू पैटर्न. Unstarred questions are those to which a member desires an oral answer in the house. Wrong. These are those to which a member desires a written answer. A written answer, not an oral answer. And in these kind of question, the written reply is deemed to be laid on the table of house by the concerned minister. So first statement would be incorrect. ठीक है, उसके बाद और ये तो A तो eliminate कर दो. Then start question are those to which a member desires a written answer. Wrong. These are, यहाँ पर asterisk, ये starred है ना, तो asterisk मार्क किया जाता है और इसके लिए oral answer की जरूरत होती है. No supplementary question can be asked on an unstarred question. This is correct. Correct answer इस केस में हो जाएगा आपका C. There is only one correct answer. One correct statement, sorry. ठीक है, तो इन डिटेल यू शुड नो स्टार्ड एंड अनस्टार्ड. ये इजी था बट डिटेलिंग की जरूरत थी इसके अंदर. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा टफ भी था, थोड़ा ट्रिकी था, बट इट वाज काइंड ऑफ इजी इफ यू हैड अंडरस्टूड एंड स्टडीड दीस टॉपिक्स इन डिटेल. ठीक है, मिशन सुदर्शन चक्र ऑफ इंडिया, ये न्यूज में था. ये तो मैंने ही न्यूज में DNA में कवर किया था ऑन सुपर कलाम, सो आई रिमेंबर दिस वन. राइट, नाउ लेट्स कम टू एनवायरनमेंट एंड इकोलॉजी. How many questions from environment and ecology? We could see 12 questions. That means number of questions decreased this year. ठीक है, अब But what were the areas where UPSC focused? वैसे तो I took a class of all important species in news and I talked about Hulog Gibbon in that class. So वो तो आना ही था because news में था. I also talked about Amur falcon. So species in news class was really helpful because current affairs से important species have been picked up. Ramsar sites because new Ramsar sites were added. So it was obvious कि Ramsar sites पे question आएगा. So this was the easy part. Madhav National Park was in news. We tweeted about it. I made a class on it. So again, this was expected. ये दो topic expected थे. What was a bit, tricky? ब्लॉक माउंटेन्स के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आया है इकोलॉजी के पर्सपेक्टिव से, नॉट फ्रॉम ज्योग्राफीज पर्सपेक्टिव. मैंग्रोव्स चलो ठीक है, but because in the last few years it was not that repeated, it was a kind of bouncer. Tectonic lakes, another bouncer. Then different restoration programs were asked. I'll show you the questions, don't worry. BUR report we covered in our current affairs, in our magazine also, in our daily news analysis also, it was expected. Climate resilient development के base पे जो questions थे वो भी news current से थे. Basically it was highly current affairs. 75% of environment was current affairs. Now let's go through the question. Take a screenshot of this. इसका screenshot ले लो. देखो whatever notes I share ना, they are important. You don't realize the value. Please take a screenshot of this. चलो. Now let's go to the question paper. Question paper पे जाते हैं आराम. Now here in the answer key section, let's go to environment and ecology. Now let's go to the questions. ठीक है, यहाँ देखो. With reference to Madhav National Park, Tiger Reserve, first statement is correct. 58 Tiger Reserve, it was in news. So you can't say it was tough. ये easy basis का normal. It was not even a new pattern of question. Normal question था. We all know about it. It was easy to solve. What was a bit tough was the foxtail orchid. Consider the following statements about the foxtail orchid. It's an epiphytic orchid. Epiphytic means it grows on the trunks and branches of trees which are in the open forest. Okay. So first statement is correct. Species is endemic to Northeast India. No, it is incorrect. Northeast India नहीं. It is not endemic. Tropical Asia, China, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan जैसी countries में पाई जाती है. It was tough. इसको अगर skip किया है, then कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. There is no issue. Next was easy. Again easy, it was current affair based. But look at the time, June 2025. Last 1 year's current affairs are important. I have seen students covering only last 10 months current affairs these days, saying कि recent जो news होती है ना, 90% chances are high that questions will be picked from there. No, wrong. Last 2 years current affairs are mandatory. They are must. Current affair based question है ये. Direct current affair based question. Then next question you see, which one of the following is the first plan Vivo certified reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation project REDD plus expected था यहाँ से question आना. It was expected. Question from this area was expected. Next, this was tough. ये थोड़ा tough था because again see that this is a new pattern of question. Assertion statement is given, then they are asking which statement is correct. Statement 1, 2, 3 दी गई है P statements and then they are asking. Now this particular question reveals a very specific UPSC temperament. What is it? UPSC is not now testing your factual recall. कितने facts याद रख सकते हो? No. UPSC is also not testing your static environment nodes, how well you have prepared them. No. UPSC is also not testing which statement is correct kind of memory that you have developed over the period of time. It is now testing your cognitive interpretation. तुक्केबाजी नहीं, अब तुक्केबाजी नहीं चेक कर रहा UPSC. You have to notice one thing very carefully, that the actual answer does not depend mainly on whether you know the climate reports or not. Do you agree with this? Let me know in the comment section. Agree करते हो इस बात से? Instead, UPSC is asking, read the question, which of the following relationships among the above statements is or are correct? 3 statements they are given. Which relationship among them? What is the relationship? It is asking philosophy and here to make you understand how UPSC is testing now, from now onwards. Philosophy plus logic plus policy interpretation. This is what a civil servant should be doing. And this is exactly what UPSC is testing. यही test UPSC कर रहा है. This is extremely important. Old UPSC used to think like which statements are correct. Now the new UPSC is thinking how do these ideas connect or interact.
That means casual reasoning नहीं. That means basically they are testing your public policy reasoning, not casual reasoning. Civil service thinking यहाँ पर टेस्ट हो रही है. प्लस यहाँ अगर आप देखो biannual update report, it was basically statement number 2 contains a factual trap. यहाँ पर factual trap आ जाता है. And these are the traps that UPSC is laying down. I hope now you understand what UPSC and how UPSC is thinking. So finally, this was my reaction. What UPSC was thinking, what UPSC was trying to test, how UPSC framed question. What was this new pattern? एक ही simple pattern था जो नया एकदम introduce हुआ था. ऐसे there were no 5-6 patterns introduced in one single paper, but that one pattern just made me realize that I also was reading ऊपर से in the last 1.5, 2 years. It opened my eyes towards in-depth reading. In-depth, एकदम घुसकर रिसर्च वाला दिमाग खोलकर पढ़ना है जो भी पढ़ना है अब. And that will take a lot of time, lot of energy, lot of effort, isn't it? But I promise you one thing. You all have been my students and I've been your teacher since the last so many years. I promise you one thing, that we are not going to do it all alone. Super Kalam, myself, we are going to make this journey as easy as we can, as is humanly possible from our end for all of you. I want to know your real emotions tonight. Let me know in the comment section, how are you feeling? क्या feel कर रहे हो? Be as open to me as you are to your sister. Okay? I feel you. I understand what you're going through. I understand what this paper made us think. I am with you. I am with you.